MacHeads 101, and as you probably know, Phil Schiller today he gave the MacWorld conference at MacWorld, and there are two things unusual about this MacWorld. First off, that it was done by Phil Schiller, and second off, that and not Steve Jobs, and second off, it's Apple's last time participating in MacWorld. So let's get started, and I'll tell you what he announced. That way, you won't have to watch the hour and a half long video on Apple. And actually, you can watch me before you cannot even watch it on Apple because Apple didn't post a link to a site yet. So he talked today was about Mac, which is suiting for Macworld, and he talked about three things. So the first thing was iLife. So they in the video they introduced they upgraded all of iLife, but there's three essential upgrades. So the first one is iMovie '09. Now, when iMovie '08 came out, they completely redid the interface because they just decided that this interface will be easier to do with um, to use. It is easier to use, but they haven't completely finished remaking it. So some effects and stuff are gone. So that's why if you watch my What's in My Dock video, you'll know that I also have iMovie HD. So now you get all the effects from before and more in the iMovie '09. Also, you can get couple other stuff like a video stabilizer. So if you have shaky footage, it'll all be still, and a couple other stuff if you what's it called effects to crop, and you can just drag and drop, and it's really great. Okay, the next thing they did is iPhoto. So if you know iPhoto '08, what they added was events. So now they added two other stuff into the library. It's called, first one, they use facial recognition software, so it can find faces in your pictures, and you can just name those faces, and it'll find everyone on all your pictures that have those faces. So that's called faces. And next is called places. So if you have an iPhone 3G or any other camera with a GPS built in, it'll know where you took the picture. So the longitude and latitude coordinates will actually be stored in it. But if you don't want just your picture with random longitude and latitude coordinates, so it actually finds where you took the picture, and it can recognize if it's a common spot like the Eiffel Tower. So that's iPhoto '09. Next is GarageBand '09, and he only introduced one new feature, and that feature is called Lessons, where you can actually buy lessons for $4.99 of popular artists, where they teach you how to play the guitar or the piano, or you can use one of Apple's provided lessons, which are free. So that's iLife. The next thing that Phil Schiller introduced is iWork '09. So he didn't introduce any new applications to iWork, but he did update them a lot. And he also did introduce Google Docs as a way of having your documents online. So iWork instead, what they did is iWork.com, which is a service. Right now, you have to pay for it, or you can have a free trial. But he said eventually it'll be a free service, because I think they're trying to compete with Google Docs. So, um, so they added a whole bunch of effects, and also in numbers, you can even have what's it called? The presets for you. So that's all in iWork. In Keynote, they added a whole bunch of effects. Um, and yeah, they didn't add that much to iWork. And the third and last thing that they came out with was the MacBook Pro 17-inch. So they came out with the 17-inch MacBook Pro, which is the thinnest 17-inch computer, and also the lightest 17-inch computer, and it is just hold on, trying to find out how thick it is. Apple.com. My internet's so slow today. I apologize. Mac. And by the way, you can't download, you can't, I'm not download, you can't buy the MacBook Pro now. It ships in January, so you can pre-order it on Apple's website. So, they have MacBook Pro, whatever. I think it's a little less than an inch thick. It's not, doesn't really matter. But the thing is, um, with the new MacBooks, they enforce the glossy screen, which do make the colors pop on the screen. But a lot of people don't like it because there is a lot of glare. So if someone walks behind you, you can actually see it on the screen. So they, instead of having the matin screen, I don't know how to pronounce it. They they provided a $50 anti-glare option where you actually won't have any glare on the screen. Okay, so after that, a couple new. Okay, so they added a whole bunch of specs, like it works with the new cinema displays and the three and the three USB has 4 gig it have 4 gig of RAM, upgradable to 8 gig of RAM, and I think 320 gigabyte hard drive. Let me just confirm that. And the NVIDIA graphics cards. But that's not what I was going to, that's not the main thing. Okay, yeah, it's a 320 gigabyte hard drive, and you can upgrade to, I think, a 300 solid state hard drive. 300 gig. Okay, so the main thing that Apple's been working on this whole time is the battery. That Apple came out with a new battery completely. It is a non-replaceable battery, I'm sorry to say, but it has up their largest amount of hours, 8 hours of battery life, and it has up to 1,000 full charge down, full charge up. So if you don't know how a battery works, you can only charge it down, charge it up so many times. It's generally around like 300. So this is around three times more, over 3 times more than their other batteries. So this is really great. Now they also did come out with a cool new things with iTunes. So 3 new things with iTunes actually. So the first one is the iTunes Wi-Fi music store is now just the iTunes music store, which means if you have an iPhone 3G, you can actually download the things over 3G networking. I don't think you can use Edge, but over 3G networking, so only in certain cities where there's a 3G network provided, you can download some songs. Also, they got rid of the thing where you can only have iTunes on a song on 5 different computers. Now you can have a song on, I forget what, it's DGA proof, I think. I'm not sure if I got that right. But anyways, you can have a song on as many computers as you want. So I think that's going to make a lot more people use iTunes. I know that if you use a lot of computers like I do, you have over 5 that you need your songs on. So especially if you switch from computer to computer, you don't want to have to deauthorize them each time. And the last new thing that they added to iTunes is instead of being 99 cents a song, this could be a bad thing and could be a good thing, who knows. They let the artists choose their price, and their choices are 69 cents, 99 cents, and $1.29. And they already said that most people are going to go down, but a couple songs might be more expensive, so that could be a bad thing. But I think on the most part, it's a good thing. So thank you for watching. As usual, MacHeads 101 keep you up with your Mac news and give you Mac tutorials. And so yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel on the top yellow button. Yeah, and goodbye.